Hi, my name is Sherry. I'm a hypnotherapist and teacher, and I teach communication classes at the college level. And I found that it's valuable for students to understand how the culture that they were raised in influences who they are and how they're able to act. I work a lot with international students as well, but there's a lot of commonality no matter what culture you live in terms of some of the ideology or the thoughts or belief systems that a lot of the cultures support. I really like the analogy of the fish in water. The fish doesn't know that he's swimming in water until you take him out of the water, and then it's really clear that the water's missing because he can't breathe. When we take a look and take a step back, we can experience our culture and understand how that might be influencing who we are. We live in a society that requests or asks or demands perfection. And what is that? I mean, how do we even achieve it? How is it defined? That's so ambiguous. It's difficult for someone to achieve that. And it changes with time because it's not real. The idea or concept of perfection isn't real. So we as a culture, as a people, as a human being, we desire belonging. We're pack animals. We need other human beings in general to survive. And certainly if we're out in the open, we need the group of people to really help support our survival. So culture, many cultures, in particular American culture, I can speak to that one more clearly. Well, we have the concept of us versus them, the idea that we are a group and then there's the others over there and they're different from us and they're not acceptable. People who come from previous generations are having a hard time finding ways sometimes to accept or embrace changes in their culture or their upbringing. So it's very valuable to understand this idea of separation and how separation happens. In reality, we all want to belong. We want to be loved. We want to be accepted for who we are. And that acceptance can be a challenge. It can be difficult. So I want you to reach your hands out here in front of you and I want you to give yourself a big hug because we're the ones that are going to give ourselves that love and acceptance. If it's not coming from the world around you, it's going to need to be supplied by you. You live in a world that expects us to look a specific way. You're supposed to be a certain weight. We're trying to have ourselves look at 50 like we did when we were 20, and our metabolism has changed. The way our bodies operate have changed. The way we see ourselves has changed. So, really recognizing and celebrating who we are as beings can be valuable and support our better wellness, our better mental wellness if we're not seeking to have ourselves be this perfect self. All right. I hope that's helpful.